Hey everyone, it's Cass. Bit of an update for you guys. So it is Friday, the 16th of October. It has been, a week in, almost 2 weeks since surgery. Surgery went really well. Obviously flew to Riga. All was good, very easy to get to. Taxi waiting to take us to the hotel. Had a night in the hotel where I was allowed my final meal, which consisted of Japanese ramen, which was delicious, delivered to the hotel. Had my COVID tests done in the hotel, which was brutal, but a necessity. What else? So yeah, the morning after, we got picked up, taxi to the clinic, got all settled into our rooms. In my room, it was quite nice, had my bed, ensuite bathroom, TV, all that lot. And then it was straight into pre-operative tests. So I had an ultrasound, an ECG, I had the cannula put in my arm, I spoke to the anaesthetist, I had my endoscopy, which was fine as well. What else happened on the pre-ops? Bloods, bits and pieces like that, yeah. So that was all good. And then back to the room for a little bit before then being prepped for surgery. So just getting into robes, laying down on the bed, getting then taken down in a wheelchair for the surgery. Surgery, sort of laid down, the anaesthetist did what he did. And then all I remember is I woke up in my room and I was like, oh, I've got holes in my belly. And it was all done. Didn't feel any pain. Felt a little bit of discomfort rather than pain. Probably because I was on painkillers. But the discomfort was almost just in the chest area. It was a lot of sort of trapped wind. And so they tell you just to get up and move about. Lots of arm swings like this as well. And just get walking as much as you can, as quickly as you can. Not quick as in fast, but sort of get up as soon as you can rather than laying around and resting. So yeah, as soon as I was awake enough, I got up and I was walking up and down the ward, and eventually we started going up and down the stairs and going outside for walks. Did that basically for the rest of the day. Evening had some water in a drip and another painkiller and then a sleeping pill for to go to sleep. Next day, just walking, resting and recovering. Still no pain. Was all taken care of with the painkillers and stuff that they had in the IV. Perfectly fine. And then the Wednesday, I was allowed to shower, so I had a nice shower. Then they changed my dressings, another drip of water, another drip of painkiller, and boom, discharge letter. So Dr. Troikis, the surgeon, met with me, gave me the discharge letter, and it was all done. And then taxi back to the hotel for another night. Got back to the hotel, had a bit of a relax, got a bit bored, so went for a little bit of a walk for exercise, and then just early night, ready for taxi back to the airport and back home. Now, some people have booked special assistance to get from the airport entrance to the gate, and if you feel that you need that, then go for it. It is a bit of a walk, but I was fine. I didn't have any problems. I quite wanted to walk as well. I wanted to keep moving, which is what the surgeon recommends. So I was doing a lot of walking. One thing to note is if you are going for surgery while COVID is still a thing, the border patrol sort of people that check your passports and everything, they do need to know why you haven't self-isolated for 14 days. So you do need to let them know that you've emailed the police to let them know that you're leaving early, and they may ask for proof. So if you have a copy of the email, that's really useful, because we did have a couple of people who just had to fetch out loads of documents from their bags, and it got a bit of a kerfuffle, but all good. Yeah, so then got home, haven't been driving because it's deemed to be a bit unsafe to drive unless you can do an emergency stop correctly. So I've avoided driving. I'm now, I had my first week where I was on a liquid diet, so I was having basically water. I was having Actimel drinks, things like that. And then after the first week, I switched on to puree foods. So what I've been doing is making my own homemade soups. So big batches of soups. The first one I made was chicken, sweet potato and carrot. And then you just cook those vegetables up, and then add in quite a lot of vegetable stock, and then cook it until all the veggies are soft, chuck it in a blender, blend it up, everything's nice puree, baby food. And that's what I had first. And then I've made a second one, which was lentil, tomato, coconut milk, and things like that. Both of which I modified from recipes in the Bariatric Bible book, which you can buy on Amazon, which is really good. It's got recipes for all 3 stages of the diet, really, so it's really good. So I've been eating that. So a day for me at the moment is wake up in the morning, have a smoothie, which is made of oats, banana, strawberry, protein powder, and oat milk or almond milk. And then that's all zhuzhed up, and I have about 150 mils of that for breakfast. Then about half an hour after that, I'll have a glass of water, because you do need to leave half an hour between eating and drinking, because your sleeve or the bypass won't allow you to do that. I've had a sleeve myself. And then after that, lunch is a soup. So it's just a case of about 150 mils, and noticing when you get full, you feel a bit of a pressure. It's not like how you used to feel full with food. It's just more of a pressure where you just know, that's the time to stop and just throw away what you've not eaten. Don't try and force it, because you just feel sick or just feel discomfort, shall I say. So yeah, I'll have a soup then. Afternoon, I'll then have another bit of the smoothie, or I'll have a protein drink, like a protein yogurt, drinkable yogurt thing. There's loads of those at the moment, and they're usually per pack about 20 to 25 grams of protein, so it's really good. So I have about 125 mils of that, and then another soup for dinner, and then in the evening either a protein shake or a yogurt, something like that. So aiming to try and get to the goal, the big goal of 70 grams of protein a day. Currently managing about 60 to 65, which is really good for week 2. Yeah, so next week I'm going to start trying to introduce things like scrambled eggs, which I'm really excited about because I've been craving them oddly. They do say that when you come out of surgery you crave certain foods, and that's what I've been craving. I've been craving scrambled eggs. So I'm going to blend up some scrambled egg, maybe with some protein, and have that next week, which is good. And just keep going with those things until you feel ready, really, to move on to the next stage, which will be soft food. So that'll be proteins and simple foods, nothing too hard. But I'll keep you guys updated. See you guys later.